Oh, hey, you're not getting enough protein. That's it. That's the whole video. Shut it down. If you're a firefighter, a cop, service member, think you're doing most of the right things, yet your dress uniform pants haven't fit since the GWAT ended, well, most common issue is you're probably not getting enough protein. There's a large gap between I'm getting enough versus the reality of what you're actually getting. If you find yourself sore often, guess what? You're probably not getting enough. In this video, we're going to cover how to track what you're actually intaking, why protein drives fat loss and muscle retention, and what changes will happen when you do bump it back up. Most guys think they're getting protein like a tiger after a hunt, but it is usually closer to just barely above a vegan yoga instructor. Oh, so you had your protein shake after the gym? Sweet. That's probably the only protein you had all day, with the exception of maybe dinner, maybe. So typically what we find is that guys do get good protein a couple times a day, but generally not the rest. They just either space it out, forget it, or whatever. So your homework for this week is track 3 full days of just protein. You can use an app. You can use the precision nutrition palm method, which means you take your hand and find a chunk of protein roughly the size of your palm. You want roughly 6 of those a day. If you're tracking on an app, you're looking for 1 gram per pound of body weight, plus or minus 20%. So anywhere from 0.8 to 1.2 grams per pound of body weight. You don't need to track it forever. Just catch what you're lying to yourself about. All right, so why protein drives fat loss and muscle retention? First of all, it keeps you full. It triggers the satiety signals. Also keeps you with consistent energy. We talked about this before, having afternoon energy. You can try a protein shake or something similar. Tends to help a little bit more than carbs, which burn off fairly quick, or caffeine, which can disrupt a lot of other things. It burns more calories just digesting than carbs or fat, so it is hard to break down protein, specifically meat. It challenges your system and actually burns calories from digesting your food. It's also going to signal your body to use and to hold on to muscle when they're in a calorie restriction. So if you are in a calorie restriction, what'll happen is that the body, if it's not getting enough protein, is just going to be like, cool, hey, all this heavy weight muscle, it's gone. We don't need it. So you have to give it a reinforcement that you can maintain the muscle by giving it enough protein and amino acids to maintain it in a calorie restriction. So what'll happen is if you don't maintain your protein while you're in a calorie restriction, you might weigh less, but you're also going to look like you smuggle snacks in your shirt still. Scale will drop, muscles just go bye-bye, and they take off, and you don't look as great as you want to. So get your protein, that'll equal fat burning, muscle keeping, all that good stuff. All right, so what happens when you bump it up? Like we said, the muscles stick around, fat loss is more predictable, your performance in the gym is not going to collapse as much. You should see a reduction in soreness if you're getting enough protein. We generally find that if you're in a new phase of training, you might get maybe sore every so often during those first couple weeks. After that, you should not see much soreness throughout the year in general. Fewer cravings. So like we talked about with the satiety signals, so you're not getting those late night snacks, which also has other issues than just what the extra calories are. So what I typically find, most of the guys we work with, they're not eating enough calories. They're getting, I take it back, they do eat enough calories. They do not get enough protein. Typically, or it's inconsistent. So sometimes they'll get enough protein, but it's inconsistent. So once we make that small tweak and get the protein up, we do find that fat starts coming back off. Soreness definitely goes down for sure. And they just tend to do a lot better. They feel better, they look better, etc. All right, so if you want more tips like this, you can join the newsletter or you can drop a comment protein down below and I will shoot you the link to the article version of this video, which is probably much funnier than this because it's a little bit easier to write funny stuff.